all the teachers for everything they have done to make this possible. It means a lot to me. I spent this day looking back at how far I have come. And sometimes I find it hard to believe that I actually made it this far, considering how much I have struggled in school. My mom and dad were a big part of my education and were always there to encourage me, help me, and keep me going when things got hard. My mom would always try to help make things easier for me the best that she could. I will never forget all the hours she spent helping me try to understand my homework. But one thing I will never know or understand is how she had the patience to work with me, considering I can be pretty stubborn at times. I don't know where I would be if it wasn't for my parents. Many people doubted me and talked down about me doing extra work and graduating a year early. But I put those voices behind me and kept my eyes forward as I strive to reach my goals of graduating early and going to college for nursing. One memory I will never forget when I was growing up in school was starting second grade. I remember how nervous I was to find my teacher in a new school that was bigger than my old one. I thought for sure I would get lost, but I will never forget how my brother stayed by my side the whole time until I found my teacher. I love how he made sure I made it there safely because he knew how afraid I was. Now I'm standing before you today, nervously telling this speech at my high school graduation. If you think about it, life can sometimes be a funny thing, and in many ways it can feel like a roller coaster, full of ups and downs, fears, and even excitement. If I had anything to leave my graduating class with, it would be one simple question. Are you going to scream every time you hit a bump? Or are you going to throw your hands up in the air and enjoy the ride? One thing most people know about me is I love roller coasters and being adventurous. Like when I climb really high up in trees, can't find my way back down, and end up getting stuck. Some of us here today may like roller coasters and may not. But believe it or not, we are all on one. As we go through life, we will face hard times, and we will face good times. But through those times, you need to stay positive and enjoy the ride life has you on, even if along the way things tend to get scary. With college coming up and my career ahead of me, there will be some fears, worries, and I'm sure some struggles, but I know that God will help me make the best choices for my life and guide me down the path He has for my future. So classmates, do your best and don't be afraid of reaching for your goals, because anything is possible when you put your mind to it. Thank you all for coming and celebrating this day with me, and I want to encourage you to keep going on the path God has for you and allow Him to guide you every step of the way.
I would like to introduce to you our guest speaker for the evening, Brother Calvin Lyles, who is